Welcome to our channel, The Vedic Teachings. In this video, we will be sharing 7 life lessons from Bhagavad Gita that can shape your whole life, especially for youngsters. 1. Anger causes delusion. Not only anger destroys everything, but it also impeds the ability to reason, and that leads to confusion and chaos. Chapter 2, verse 63 of Bhagavad Gita states,
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति.
This means anger leads to the clouding of judgment, which results in bewilderment of the memory. When the memory is bewildered, the intellect gets destroyed, and when the intellect is destroyed, one is ruined. We all have been there, when our judgment got clouded by anger, and our actions did hurt our loved ones. Lesson 2. Always have moderation in whatever you do. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, one who does not strike balance in their daily activities is bound to failure. Chapter 6 verse 17 of Bhagavad Gita states,
युक्ताहार विहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः.
This translates to those who are temperate in eating and recreation, balanced in work, and regulated in sleep, can mitigate all sorrows by practicing yoga. This can be perfectly explained by our desires that we need to curb. Eating too much or too little, for example, is not going to bring you any closer to God. Bhagavad Gita states yoga and meditation are good ways to achieve this balance that we seek. Lesson 3. Change is the law of nature. According to the Bhagavad Gita, everything has to change. Change is permanent and irreversible, just like the soul in our body. Chapter 2 verse 22 of Bhagavad Gita states,
वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णा न्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि.
This translates as a person sheds worn-out garments and wears new ones. Likewise, at the time of death, the soul casts off its worn-out body and enters a new one. To be successful in life, one should adapt to the situation, innovate it, then come up with new solutions and explore new opportunities. Lesson 4. Never settle, always dream big. Bhagavad Gita always implies upon the importance of having a big dream. Chapter 11, verse 33 of Bhagavad Gita states,
तस्मात् त्वमुत्तिष्ठ यशो लभस्व जित्वा शत्रुन् भुङ्क्ष्व राज्यं समृद्धम् मयेवेते निहता पूर्वमेव निमित्तमात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन्.
This means, arise and attain honor, conquer your foes and enjoy prosperous rulership. These warriors stand already slain, and you will only be an instrument of my work, O expert archer. The Bhagavad Gita says, do not be doubtful or scared about dreaming big, and put the required effort on to make it come true. At the same time, never let easier goals distract you and make you lose your focus. Lesson 5. Practice the virtue of tolerance and forgiveness, as these two values form the bedrock of any successful relationship. Chapter 16 verses 1 to 3 of Bhagavad Gita states,
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Abhayam sattva samshuddhi Jnana yoga vyavasthitihi Dhanam damascha yajñascha Swadhyayastapa arjavam. ahimsa satyamakrota tyaga shantirapaishunam daya bhuteshvaloluptvam mardhavam hrirachapalam. Tejah kshama triti shaucham adroho natimanita bhavanti sampadam daivim abhijatasya bharata.
Which roughly translates to, there are 26 virtues of a saintly nature. These should be cultivated as a part of our spiritual practice for elevating ourselves to the supreme goal. Forgiveness or tolerance being one of those 26 virtues. Bhagavad Gita says, this is the ability to tolerate the offenses of others without feeling the need to retaliate. Through forgiveness, one heals the emotional wounds caused by others that would otherwise fester. Lesson 6. We came empty-handed, so will we leave. Are you on the path to gain more wealth? You will be taking none of the wealth, nor other material possessions, to your grave. Chapter 2, verse 17 of Bhagavad Gita states,
Vihaya kamanyah sarvan puman sharati nisprihah nirmamo nirahankaraha sashanti madigacchati.
This means that a person who gives up all material desires and lives free from a sense of greed, proprietorship, and egoism attains perfect peace. Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita states, these things, such as material desires, greed, ego, and proprietorship, can disturb one's peace and asks us to give them up. Lesson 7. Your thought defines you. It defines your life. If you think to be happy, even in times of failure, you will be happy. Chapter 17, verse 3 of Bhagavad Gita states,
Sattvanurupa sarvasya shraddha bhavati bharata shraddha mayoyam purusho yo yat shraddhasa eva saha.
which translates as, the faith of all humans conforms to the nature of their mind. All people possess faith, and whatever the nature of their faith, that is verily what they are. We all repose our faith somewhere or the other. Where we decide to place our faith, and what we choose to believe in practically shapes the direction of our life. What are your views on the teachings of Bhagavad Gita? Got some of your own learnings? Please feel free to share them in the comments section. This is a vast world, and we all can learn from each other.